I will present to you the statistical demographics showing the impacts of Kuiper in reducing teachers' workload. After this talk, I would also like to invite you to not only listen why we still use Kuiper in our university, but also to spark an educational revolution with Kuiper. So you may also ask yourselves, why should you use Kuiper? A recent report by the Philippine Institute of Development Studies in 2019 pointed out that actual teaching hours have been increasingly sidelined by a multitude of responsibilities which compromise quality. In the Department of Education's Memorandum Number 291 in 2008, teachers are expected to prepare lesson plans, instructional materials, evaluation assessment tools and rubrics, record academic performance, results, and classroom accomplishments, also attend to seminars, workshops, and similar programs, doing counseling, mentoring, coaching, and the list goes on. This led to our university studying on how we can give our share in reducing the excessive workload of our teacher. In response, we partnered with Kuiper with such. So our faculty member, Mr. Calotes, studied on the implications of Kuiper in reducing workload with the following problem statements. But the first was the level of teachers' usage of Kuiper in terms of the videos, study guides, Q-Create, and analytics. The second was the teacher's level of workload before and after the use of Kuiper. And then, if there is a significant difference of the teacher's workload before and after use of Kuiper. So the workload determinants were anchored on the study of Ayuni in 2018, identifying only 3 key components of workload, namely ability, working conditions, and school policy. Next, sir. That's right, thank you. A total population sampling among 38 senior high school teacher respondents was conducted with descriptive quantitative design. The questionnaire on Kuiper usage was adapted from the work of Jamil et al. In 2019 to determine teachers' usage of the platform. Additionally, the researcher also adapted the survey questionnaire of the United States Department of Education in 2019 to assess the level of teachers' workload and how it has changed when Kuiper was used. The test questionnaire had 2 parts. One elicited data on the following features of Kuiper, namely videos, study guides, Q-Create, and analytics. Moreover, the researcher identified 3 key determinants of the teacher's workload as adapted from Ayini, namely ability or competence, work conditions, and school policy. The statistical treatment used was the descriptive t-tests. The test also underwent face and content validity by experts in the field. Their comments and suggestions were incorporated in the instrument. So as you can see on the screen now, the results and discussions. After having the data, the following results and interpretations were derived. You can see in table 1.1, it shows the difference of teachers' level of usage of Kuiper videos. The data revealed that most of the teachers almost never used Kuiper videos as a tool in conducting class before. Merely, the videos were used for convenience purposes, since it is accessible anytime and anywhere. However, with the increase in class engagement through such material, teachers later on find fulfillment in using the platform to sustain the interest of students in the learning activity, monitor progress of performance, and use it as means for instruction. Table 1.2 displays the difference of teachers' level of usage of Kuiper study guide. The data revealed that most of the teachers sometimes used Kuiper study guide as the primary reference during topical discourse in the class. Before, teachers use study guides to gauge independent learning and allow students to review at home. But more to that, study guides were used by teachers to springboard them in interactive discussion, so students may overcome difficulty in the class interaction. Teachers also remarked that the content of study guides is updated and at the same time interesting. Next, sir. Table 1.3 reveals the difference of teachers' level of usage of Paper Q Create. The data showed that teachers often use Paper's Q Create to allow students for practice of quizzes and give other academic tasks with deadline. As teachers found ways in maximizing the platform, they then used such feature to motivate students to answer exercises with reward points to be exchanged with cool stickers. This way, students became more motivated in doing tasks at hand. Furthermore, the respondents also used the platform to conduct online examination, which are both convenient for the students and the teachers. Furthermore, they emphasized that QGrade can also be used as a repository of teacher-made assessment tools that can be reused, modified, and refined in the following school year. Table 1.4 indicates the difference of teachers' level of usage of paper analytics or statistics. The researcher discovered that most of the teachers sometimes used paper statistics only to track students' engagement in the learning task and organize student scores. The next time, teachers used the auto-generated statistics provided by Paper to collect the needed data for grade computation. Moreover, they made it as a basis or reference for student promotion, feedback, and consultation. Next slide, please. Table 2.2 clearly shows the great difference of workload reduction from among teachers who used Paper. The data revealed that teachers find satisfaction in their job, making Paper as their partner in doing common tasks such as marking and correcting students' work, inputting, monitoring, and analyzing data from the trend of scores, teaching, and other related tasks. Additionally, teachers noted that their general administrative work, performance management, as well as teamwork with colleagues have significantly increased higher by the time they used Paper. Table 2.2 evidently displays the high increment of workload reduction in terms of working conditions. The researcher discovered that teachers are more engaged in the curriculum planning, given that Paper provides a rich content for many courses or subjects. They added, Paper has organized resources where they can just select content, choose techniques, and gather ideas for test construction. Finally, the respondents believe that they have an increased efficiency in terms of individual preparation, since everything is readily available. What they only need to do more are other departmental tasks, which the institution deems significant in the class instruction. Table 2.3 by far is the greatest impact to the teacher's workload reduction from among the teacher respondents. They believe that Paper is the answer to the perennial problems of the other tasks of the teachers. Accordingly, Paper has helped them in more ways than one. The teachers remarked that since they have used Paper, they had more time for student supervision and attend to disciplinary problems commonly committed by students in school. Thereafter, they too provided counseling sessions with students who have records of behavioral misconduct in the guidance office. Meanwhile, teachers said that they have also given time to struggling students through remediation, tutorial, and coaching. Finally, the respondents believe that they had more preparation during parent-teacher consultation as well as in participating in the school management. The usage of Paper had a higher mean than before when they had not yet maximized Paper. The table also highlights that in terms of the three determinants, ability and competence has the greatest level of significance. The overall results additionally indicate that Kuiper significantly reduced the workload of teachers. So now, next slide, sir. So based on the findings of the study, the following were formulated. Evidently, in the study, the use of Kuiper as a learning management system helped in reducing teachers' workload. Successful teachers have significantly reduced their workload and were able to integrate such a platform by applying the features to assess students, monitor performance, and provide feedback for improvement. This confirms the idea that Kuiper definitely aims to improve the educative process, the teaching and learning, by reducing teachers' workload. Next slide, sir. So if you come to think of it, technology may help us, but it is only a tool, and we should take control of it. The same as Kuiper, it is only a tool, but we can only maximize it through our creativity and innovation. So where are we at the moment with Kuiper? As an educational institution that recognizes global competitiveness as a basic requirement in the age of modernization, we definitely see the growing demand of stepping up in terms of ensuring quality education that is on par with the global standards. I believe that Kuiper is our great anchor and ally in attaining that vision. We have also realized that school administrators, in collaboration with teachers and the key players in bringing about quality education, is one smart move to digitize education while continually innovate. Of course, we also see to it that our parents and students are with us to this development, to this work in progress. That is why we are joining our hands together in the university-wide adoption of Kuiper, not only as an e-learning platform, but as an institutional advocacy.
The History of Kuiper. Hi, in this video we would like to give you an introduction to Kuiper and its history so far. What kind of company is Kuiper? On our homepage and in other media, you can see descriptions like distributors of wisdom, bringing the best education to every corner of the world, and building a knowledge platform that is accessible to everyone regardless of national borders or economic status. Kuiper is an organization that connects learners and teachers via internet technology to revolutionize the distribution of wisdom to every corner of the world. Kuiper was founded in 2010 by Masayuki Watanabe. He had been traveling the world since his student days, and his experiences caused him to think deeply about the tremendous challenges people in impoverished and war-torn regions face in their everyday lives. So many of the problems are directly connected to education. There is a huge gap in the availability and quality of education compared to developed countries. What can be done to overcome this education gap? This question would become a core theme in Watanabe's life. Without a practical answer to this question, Watanabe finished university and began working in consulting, starting up new IT services, and so on. It was during this time that a revolutionary new device made its first appearance in the world, the smartphone. With the introduction of the smartphone, Watanabe again found himself pondering the educational situation in emerging and developing countries. With the widespread adoption of smartphones, if we can make educational content freely available to the world, we can eliminate the education gap. We might be able to address one of the root causes of poverty itself. Now is our chance to fundamentally improve education all over the world. And so, with an eye toward global reach, he decided to establish Kuiper in London in 2010. The newly founded organization searched for the best methods to offer education and learning on smartphones, and for the core technologies that would make this possible. Beginning with enjoyable, easily accessible quizzes, subsequent service releases eventually led to the creation of a learning management system that could efficiently connect learners and educators, Quipper School. The goal was not simply to distribute educational content, but to build a platform that would connect teachers and students. Something like this. Teachers could combine drills and games to create their own content. Students could use that content on their smartphones. Naturally, scores would be calculated automatically. Tracking and administration could easily be done online. Once you try it, you're hooked. This focus on being easy to use helped Quipper School to steadily gain users in the Philippines, Indonesia, and Mexico. However, this was not enough for the free Quipper School service to enter additional markets or continue to develop new functionality and services. Something else was needed to take Quipper School to the next level. At about this time, far away from London, in Tokyo, Japan, someone else was pondering some of the same questions as Watanabe. That was Fumihiro Yamaguchi at Recruit. Even within Japan, depending on their family income and where they lived, there were stark differences in the education realistically available to students. As Watanabe had focused on the education gap between countries, Yamaguchi had been focusing on the education gap that existed within Japan and was determined to do something about it. Both men were focused on creating a way to make high-quality education available to all people. Their approaches were different, though. Yamaguchi had started an online prep school called Juken Sapuri. This service provided video lessons recorded by popular teachers possessing superb instructional skills. Users could access these top-quality lessons on their smartphones or PCs, anytime, anywhere. And the price was dramatically less than regular prep schools. Juken Sapuri received an enthusiastic response from high school students all over Japan. In the summer of 2014, Watanabe and Yamaguchi met each other. Both men shared the vision of eliminating the education gap. In addition, Quipper had technical abilities and international footholds that Recruit lacked. On the other hand, Recruit had content creation know-how and a sales force that Quipper lacked. In the spring of 2015, Quipper joined the Recruit group. Since then, Quipper and Recruit have each brought their unique strengths to developing their services. After joining forces with Quipper, Recruit has accelerated in the Japan market. Many services have been brought over to the Quipper platform. The brand was unified as Citizenship in February 2016. More and more high schools across Japan are adopting the service, which has expanded from supporting individual students with their current studies to providing detailed information to help guide their future educational paths. An online coaching service was introduced in 2017, enabling top university students in Tokyo to support learners all over Japan, powered by Quipper technology. And the Study Sapuri English Group has been rapidly expanding its services beyond school children to support business persons in improving their English skills. At the same time, the Quipper brand has focused on building its presence overseas. In Indonesia, Quipper Video was released in 2015, providing online video lessons to learners. The number of users is growing rapidly thanks to the efforts of hundreds of in-school salespersons, making it the leading online learning provider in Indonesia. The Philippines has also gathered a fantastic team. Quipper Video was introduced in 2015, and users are steadily increasing throughout the Manila area and beyond. Working closely with local government units, the team is building real social value. Mexico has also followed Indonesia and the Philippines in introducing Quipper Video. The team is carefully and rapidly establishing its user base as they adapt the Quipper Video service to local needs and culture. What's next? Quipper's vision is not the simple delivery of knowledge, but it is absolutely fixed on our being distributors of wisdom. Quipper and Study Sapuri will evolve to be a place where wisdom is born from the interaction of knowledge and ideas. Quipper's mission is bringing the best education to every corner of the world. We won't stop with Japan, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Mexico. We will continue bringing our services to new countries around the world. And those services will expand from online video to online coaching, real coaching services, and beyond. Likewise, we will provide these services not only to junior high school and high school students, but also to elementary school children and adult learners too. As distributors of wisdom, we will bring the best education to every corner of the world. Quipper leads the world in driving the evolution of education. Quipper will never give up on this challenge. And how about you out there watching this video? Won't you take up this challenge with us?
Ma, nasan yung uniform ko?
Nak, it's in your closet. Have you checked? That's fine. I'll find time for it.
Huh?
Good morning, Mrs. Martinez. Queenie speaking. How can I be of service to you today?
Queenie, I am glad you picked up. Sorry to call you early in the morning. Do you have content in statistics and probability?
Glad you called me about this. Yes po, we have content in statistics and probability. Actually, Quipper has ready-made content complete with lesson slides, video lessons, and study guides. We even provide teachers content, a one-stop shop for teachers in need of resources. This resembles a lesson plan, all of which follow the required K-12 curriculum by the Department of Education.
Talaga ba? I also teach physics. Is this available for other subjects too?
Yes po. We have ready-made contents for subjects like Filipino, English, Math, Science, AP, MAPE, and TLE for grade 4 to grade 10, and core, applied, and specialized subjects for SHS.
Quipper will save me a lot of time looking for learning resources for my students.
Totoo po. And another thing that can help you is our item analysis feature. This can bring 21st century education to your classroom by providing data-driven instruction and personalized learning, which is perfect for blended learning models in both synchronous and asynchronous learning deliveries. To save up more time, our system also auto-checks the assessments, meaning all scores are collected and stored within Quipper. Should you wish to create your own content, or upload your existing modules, or use video links from other resources, you can use our Create feature to do just that. We also have an essay app, which you can use to further measure the learnings of your students from grades 4 to tertiary levels.
Ang galing nga! Pero, paano kaya yung ibang students ko with limited internet connection?
Don't worry po, we got you covered. Our study guides come in downloadable PDF formats, and our video lessons can be downloaded and saved on your student's device through our Quipper app, even if they are offline.
That's perfect. I think I'm all set.
Glad to be of help po, Mrs. Martinez. If your co-teachers po also need assistance in using Quipper, wag po kayong mag-hesitate to inform me. Alam niyo naman po number ko. I'm just one call away po. Anytime.
Thank you.
Quipper brings the best education to every corner of the world. So we employ a user-first mentality. User happiness always comes first for us. Every guideline, every decision, and every process is directed toward reaching our goal of satisfying you, our partners. We make sure that our partners are EdTech ready. We provide teacher training, both in technology and education. We also provide student and parent orientations. By equipping your stakeholders with the necessary skill sets, we can bring 21st century education to your school.
With Quipper, I am ready to face the challenges of 21st century learning. What about you?
Join us in redefining education through technology integration.
Alright, so good morning po sa ating lahat. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So good morning po sa ating lahat. Good morning sa ating mga teachers. We would like to welcome you all po, and of course sa ating mga administrators. We really want to thank you po sa ating mga administrators for encouraging our teachers to attend this webinar. So actually, our webinar is entitled Digital Citizenship in the New Normal webinar series. Actually, baka po familiar na rin po ito sa inyo, no? Mga teachers, kasi po in the previous webinar, ito po yung naging webinar natin last Saturdays. Ayan. So, with the same title po. So, I hope marami pong natutunan ang lahat. And I am also looking forward po na yung mga teachers natin is very excited, no, to attend this webinar, Digital Citizenship in the New Normal webinar series. So, without further ado po, allow me to introduce myself po muna. Baka po yung iba po dyan na mga teachers natin is kilala na po ako. Ano? So may nakikita po ako din na mga nasa comment section, nakakilala ko na rin po. So by the way, my name is Japet Marcaida po. I am the support officer of area ng Quezon City. So kami po, pag-alagala lang po kami sa area ng NCR. And I am here with my co-host. Kindly introduce yourself.
Hello po, good morning po, dear teachers that will be joining us this morning. So I think medyo familiar na rin po ako at yung boses ko po sa inyo. So my name is Patricia Enaching, but you mostly know me po as Ena since medyo mahaba po yung atin pong first name. So we welcome you po, dear teachers, that makakasama po natin ngayong umagang ito.
Alright, marami pong salamat for introducing yourself, Miss Ena. So teachers, of course, bukod sa nagpakilala kami, gusto rin po namin kayong makilala. So kindly maximize our comment section. So kindly chat or type your name din po. Kanina may mga nakikita rin po ako mga names, and of course yung schools po na belong tayo. Ayan, so may mga ilan po na babanggitin ko ng mga teachers natin dito sa comment section na nandito po, ano? So I would like to greet Ma'am Marites Lagazon from the Lord of Grace Christian School. So for those teachers po na nandito sa ating Facebook live stream, and actually I would like to know lang po, no, that we also have live stream po sa ating YouTube. So kindly search for Quipper NCR. Then nakalagay na po doon yung live natin. So that is for our alternative platform. So good morning po kay Ma'am Glemmy Mendoza. Ayan, so good morning kay Ma'am Glemmy Mendoza from Pasay Alliance Christian School. Good morning kay Miss Catherine Chinel. Good morning din po kay Miss Vanji, kay Ma'am Vanji. Hello po from Bloom Ridge Integrated School. Magandang umaga, Ma'am. Thank you po for attending this webinar. And also po for Ma'am Ayesa Batigas. Ayan po, from Dunwoody Academy sa Pasig City. We also have Ma'am Mary Ann Yufancia. Ayan po, yung ilan dito talaga makakilala ko talaga to. And Miss Ena, may mga ilan ka bang kakilala dito sa comment section natin? Pwede mo bang batiin din, no? I-shout out mo nga daw, sabi nila. Sige po, Miss Ena.
Ayan, so I think yung mga schools ko medyo on the shy side kasi hindi pa sila nagko-comment right now. But I hope that my schools from Kamanava area, Marikina, and then Quezon City, I hope that you can join us po this morning. So magandang umaga pa rin po, dear teachers, sa lahat po na nagko-comment right now. And then ayan, so ayan, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Alright. So again po, gusto ko lang po pasalamatan, no, especially mga administrators natin who encourages our teachers din to attend this webinar. So I know nagkaroon po kasi tayo ng health break. Then sa health break po na yun, I know naapektuhan po yung mga calendar of activities natin. So may mga schools din po tayo na nag-adjust, then nagkaroon po ng pasok ng Saturday. Ayan, so which is we're very happy po na meron tayong 46 na audience po dito sa ating Facebook. Then I think it's the combination of Facebook live stream and YouTube live stream po. Again, good morning po sa ating lahat. Alright? So, before we start our webinar proper, I would like to proceed lang po sa first part ng ating program, which is our opening prayer.
Dear God, thank you for the opportunity to meet together. Please help us to come together to make this institution reflect your kingdom. Breathe life into our ideas and decisions. Help us build a team that has love and respect at its heart. Give us the strength to continue working for your kingdom in this time of pandemic. Lord, come give us the inspiration to be the best we can be. May we be a shining example of your goodness and truth within, wherever we are. Inspire our thoughts, discussions, and ideas, and continue to remind us that all that we do here today, all that we accomplish, is for the pursuit of truth for the greater glory of you. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
All right. So and next we have also our nationalistic song. All right. So, for now po, before po tayo mag-start or mag-proceed doon sa ating webinar proper or before we introduce our speaker, ito po yung lagi namin sinasabi during our webinar. So, we always encourage our audience to like our Quipper NCR page po. So, kindly type lang po sa Facebook yung Quipper NCR page para po maging updated din tayo and inform sa mga updates po when it comes to our features, sa mismong platform po na ginagamit natin. I know we are very familiar po sa platform natin since ang audience natin ngayon is for the teachers po. Alright? So again, welcome to our webinar series which is Digital Citizenship in the New Normal po. So now po, i-introduce ko lang po yung magiging topic natin para hindi rin marito yung mga audience natin. No? So for this morning, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. So ang audience po natin is yung mga teachers. Yan. So sa mga teachers po natin na nanonood or nakikinig sa YouTube and sa Facebook live stream, pwede po bang magpa-type ng Quipper? Yung word na Quipper, please type Quipper po sa comment section. Alam ko, alam natin yan, mga teachers. So, lahat po tayo nag-undergo ng mga trainings. Then even po, yung ilang mga teachers po na nandito, no, na nag-join po, no, sa ating, ayan, so nandito na po si Ma'am Connie Reyes Kagampan. Thank you po for your participation. Marami na pala, sorry, naglalag yung akin. Sige, Miss Ena, you can mention some audience.
May nauna si Sir Ronnie Ryan, yan kanina, and then si Ma'am Rain Celis. Miss, I think this is Rona, medyo baliktad lang yung pangalan ni Ma'am sa Facebook. Si Ma'am Charette Bernardo, ayan. Si Teacher Glenny Mendoza, Miss Ma'am Mary May Bautista, ayan. So medyo marami na. Thank you very much po, dear teachers. Very active ang ating pong chat box. Ayan, so Sir Japet, hindi pa tayo nagsistart pero we are garnering at least 91 comments right now.
Yes.
So, we can expect na ang ating teachers ay buhay na buhay ngayong sa umagang ito. Ayan.
Opo, we're very happy po na yung mga teachers natin is nakikipag-cooperate po sa ating comment section. So hopefully po, ay ang comment section na yan is nandyan lang naman po yan. So hindi po yan mawawala. So feel free lang po to interact with us if you have any questions po. So feel free lang po to type your questions in the comment section. Alright? Then also po, alright, so we have our teachers and parents session po for this day. So next slide please. And po, so ngayon Miss Ena, in the previous webinar syempre hindi ito yung first webinar natin actually. So ito na yung last webinar natin sa ating webinar series for this month. Alright, kasi meron pa tayong mga upcoming webinar for month of March, month of April. So marami pa po yung mga aabangan, yung mga audience natin, mga teachers, yung mga students, and even yung mga parents. For the previous webinar natin, and yung ngayong webinar natin, Miss Ena, ano ba yung ine-expect mo for this webinar?
So, Sir Japet, I think for the previous weeks naman ng ating webinar, I think it greatly helped a lot ng ating students from the start, and then yung ating pong ngayon. Hopefully, mga teachers natin will be aware kung ano po ba yung ating pong meaning kumbaga ng pagiging digital citizen nowadays. So, my expectation is mataas naman, pero I hope that I know that our teachers will be greatly influenced with this topic for ng ating pong webinar this morning. So right now, I'm quite happy kasi marami tayong participants, and then nakikita naman natin, Sir Japet, na may marami tayong teachers, especially from your schools, na talagang very eager to participate po for this morning. So teachers, thank you very much. I see, like I mentioned, hindi pa po tayo nagsistart, pero very, very active. So sa atin po mga teachers na may questions po, please leave it in our comment chat box, and then rest assured na meron pong magkikater ng inyong pong mga questions. So kayo po ba, Sir Jap, ano po bang ine-expect nyo para sa ating digital citizenship webinar for this morning?
Actually, ayan. So, yung ine-expect ko ngayon, since ang mga teachers ang ating mga audience. So, yung mga teachers natin, marami silang mga co-teachers, hindi lang dun sa school nila, even sa ibang school. Ayan. So, I am expecting po, yung mga teachers natin is isi-share din yung live stream na to. Alright? So, feel free lang po to share this live stream, yung sa Facebook po and sa YouTube. So, feel free to share it. May mga iba po kayong mga faculty, co-teachers po sa ibang school. Pwede nyo pong i-share sa kanila because this is an open platform naman po. So, everyone can join naman po. Alright? So, maybe, di ko na siguro papatagalin, Miss Ena, no? So, please introduce now our speaker for this morning.
Ayan. So, thank you very much po, Sir Japet, sa ating pong introduction. So, let us all welcome po ang ating pong guest speaker for this morning. So para sa umagang ito, our speaker is an educator, a lifelong learner, and an educational technology trainer and innovator. He started teaching computer subjects in 2012 and currently in the Information Technology Officer at the Department of Education, Division of Mandaluyong City since 2017. A Google Certified Educator, a Google for Educator Certified Trainer, Google for Education Certified Innovator, Microsoft Education Ambassador, Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert, founder of Google Educators Group, Mandaluyong, and Microsoft Educators Community, Mandaluyong, and has a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology Education from Philippine Normal University, and complete academic requirements for Master of Science in Information Technology from De La Salle University. Ayan. So he is a change agent. So being able to train teachers on the use of technology in the classroom, as well as help schools in districts in the successful integration of available tools to support the teaching and learning environment. His passion to share his knowledge is visible. In 2016 and 2017, he presented Mandaluyong City in the Google Educators Group Summit in Singapore because of his leadership in making GEG Mandaluyong as one of the active community groups in the Asia Pacific. In 2018, he attended the International Society for Technology in Education in Chicago, USA, as a result of being one of the most outstanding GEG leader across the globe. Ayan. So, grabe. Talagang feel mo yung guest speaker natin for this morning. So let's not prolong anything. So for the further ado, let's all welcome po Sir John Darrell S. Mercado. He is a Google certified trader and innovator. Ayan. So virtual clap naman po tayo, dear teachers, para po sa ating pong guest speaker for this morning.
Ayan po. Good morning po, Sir JD.
Morning,
And
sir.
please give Sir JD a virtual clap po, mga teachers, sa ating comment section. Good morning po, Sir JD. Yes po.
All right. So good morning, Sir Japet and Miss Anna. Magandang umaga. Can you see my video?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Clear naman, sir. Clear na clear.
All right. How about my video, sir, and audio? Okay naman.
Yes po. Yes.
All right. Sige po. Okay. So magandang umaga po sa lahat po ng mga teachers na kasama po natin ngayong umaga, no? On a Saturday in the middle of a long weekend. Ayan. So magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. I appreciate all your presence, all your virtual applause being given in the chat box. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Thank you very much. So, Miss Anna, thank you for that introduction. So again, my name po is John Darrell S. Mercado, and um, ayun, you can call me JD po, no? So that's my nickname. And before anything else, before I start my session, my around 2-hour session for this morning, I just want to inform you that I'm working from home. Ayan, and you might be hearing unnecessary noises because I'm just along the road, and you may be hearing some people selling their products or um, some motorcycles. Ayun, so start na tayo. Before po ako officially mag-start, may I share my screen? Okay. Sige. Okay. Alright. So before po ako mag-share about digital citizenship about this morning, I would like to get your ideas first, no? So to all the I think 100 teachers na meron tayo dito sa ating session this morning, I would like to get your ideas on how you describe a digital citizen, no? So I want you to go to www.menti.com. Ayan, yung nasa taas ng aking screen, www.menti.com, and use the code 10303937 for me to get an idea, no, on how you as teachers describe a digital citizen. I would like to encourage you that you answer this in a perspective of a teacher. All right? Sige. So, as a teacher, how do you describe a digital citizen? Especially nowadays that all of us are using technology, no, in our teaching and learning processes. Sabi ni Mrs. Joy Sarah Zambala, innovative daw. Alright, what else? So again, you may grab your phone, go to menti.com, and use the code 10303937. So how do you describe it? Ayan, mayroon ng isang sumagot. Sino kaya yon? Ang sabi niya, cautious daw. Okay, how about the others? Again, go to menti.com and use the code 10303937. Ayan, may sumagot ng responsible. How about the others? Careful. Okay. Sige. Number 4, thinker. Ayan. para dumadami na yung sumasagot sa atin. Number 5, resources. May sumagot ng influencer, politics. Sige. As much as possible, I will avoid any political topics because we might have different political um, preferences, no? So sabi ng isa pa is responsible and mindful. Alright, siguro kapag nakakuha ako ng 10 answers, that's enough for me. Okay? Any other answer, teachers? So we have influencer, we have politics, we have responsible and mindful, we have responsible. I think yung responsible, since it was mentioned twice already, I think maraming naniniwala na a good digital citizen is a responsible person. Ayan. Sabi niya ay skills, cautious, careful, thinker. Gusto ko yung word na cautious, no? Sabi rin, sometimes destructive. Alright, so thank you so much for your ideas. Ayan, dumadami pa, no? Ayan. Effective and efficient daw. Sige. So, mamaya, we will explore more what is a good digital citizen. Okay. Sige. Thank you sa widespread daw, widespread. Respect, sabi ni Ma'am Romina sa ating chat. Alright, thank you so much for your participation. Now, I want you to answer or please help me identify, no? Do you think as a teacher, you are a good digital citizen? No, the choices are yes, definitely. Second choice is maybe, I think so. And number 3, no, and I need to get enlightened. Ayan, may isang sumagot ng maybe, I think so. Tatlo na yung yes, definitely. Ayan, 4 na sila na yes, definitely. 6 na sila ngayon. Alright? Buti naman walang sumasagot ng no. Ayan, 7, yes, definitely. 9 na sila. Alright? Sige. So majority believes that they are a very good digital citizen. Okay? Ayan. Thank you so much for your participation. The application that I am using right now is called Mentimeter. You can go to mentimeter.com and use this application to your students, no? Ayan. So thank you so much again for your participation. It's easy to sign up here and create questions, no? So you just have to add a slide and choose the type of question that you want to use. I'm sharing this to you because you are a teacher. All of us are teachers, and these are helpful applications, no, to engage your learners. Sige. Now, this morning, my session will be divided into 2. No? The first one, our first concepts muna. What is digital citizenship for teachers and how these concepts will help you engage yourself and your learners on how to become digital citizens. And then, second, the second part of my session will focus on different teaching resources that you can use to teach digital citizens, no? Digital citizenship to learners. Okay? So, para mas ma-appreciate nyo yung session ko, I have gathered different digital citizenship resources na pwede nyong tignan, pwede nyong gamitin, no? Para sa pagtuturo ninyo o pag-i-integrate ninyo ng digital citizenship for teachers, no? Sige. Okay na po ba yon? Kung okay na po kayo, and it's okay for me to start, can you please type 1 sa ating chat or sa ating comment section? Ayan. At pwede ko po bang malaman, siguro type nyo na rin, saan po ba kayong city ngayon? Nasaan po kayong city? Ayan. Sige. Ayan, so we have Miss Mary Bay Marquez. Si Ma'am Gina ay nasa Pasay. Ayan. Alright. How about the others? Nasaan po kayo? We have Miss Marites, the City of Stars, Quezon City. Okay, ang Caloocan, ang bayan ng matatapang, sabi nga po nila. Alright? Pasay City, Pasig City, ayan, Marikina. Alright, Villamor, Pasay City. So we have a lot of people from Pasay City. Meron din tayo from Bacoor. Ayan, meron din tayo from QC, Caloocan. Okay, welcome po to all of you. Alright, we have from Imus, Cavite. Si Miss Mean Duterte. Okay. So good morning. Again, good morning to all of you. No, it's okay. So digital citizenship for teachers. What is digital citizenship? How do we define this? Digital citizenship is the norms of appropriate, responsible behavior with regards to technology use, no? Especially the use of the internet. So all of us are Filipino citizens. A lot of people, majority of people have their own citizenship. But now, because of the advent of the use of technology and digital tools, we are now embracing digital citizenship. No? So parang may mga dual citizenship tayo. And it is important that we know the norms. No? Pag sinabi nating norms, yan yung that's the root word of normal, no? Of course. So yung norm, yun yung mga katanggap-tanggap, no? Katanggap-tanggap na mga pangyayari o mga gamit o mga kultura, no? Sa atin, sa society natin, no? So the norms of appropriate, responsible behavior with regard to technology use. So there are a lot of digital tools around us, especially, excuse me, especially mga social media tools or social media platforms. And we all know that um, these are free tools, no? Libre ka anytime kung gusto mong gumawa ng 10 Facebook account, you may do so. All right? But then again, all things free are always taken for granted, no? Syempre, libre eh. Masarap ang libre, no? When things are free, some people tends to abuse it, tends to take advantage of it. All right? And when something is being abused or being taken advantage of course, that is not normal. All right? So, 'di ba? Nandiyan ang Facebook, nandiyan ang iba't ibang mga social media platforms, nandiyan si Google, nandiyan yung napakaraming articles, no? And some articles, pag nakita mo siyang libre, okay, your first idea is to just copy and paste it in your work or in your presentation because it's free. Nothing will punish you. No one will punish you. No one will tell you that you are wrong. You are wrong with that. No, you are wrong with what you are doing. Okay. Now, it is important that because we have these particular tools around us, okay, we take care of it and we use it the way it is accepted, no, by the society. Yung norms na tinatawag natin. Alright? Now, I want to play a video on how Microsoft, no, defines digital citizenship and why this is important for teachers like us. No, I'm an educator as well. So it is important for us to identify what is digital citizenship in the context of an educational company like Microsoft.
Hello, I'm Claudio Zavalaginger. I'm an ISTE ambassador and Microsoft Innovative Educator in the state of Texas in the United States. Learners around the world are growing up in an increasingly online and technology-connected environments. In this digital age, an unlimited number of resources are available just a tap or click away. While technology plays a tremendous role in helping young learners access material in new and innovative ways, it also presents a new wave of challenges. There are over 4 billion global users online today, and this number is increasing daily. Many of our young learners are still trying to decipher the norms, rules, and responsibilities of their local communities and greater societies, let alone learn those of the online world. We must teach learners how to access the information they seek and how to analyze, interpret, and evaluate the resources at their disposal. Our job as educators is to bridge the gap between the classroom and the online world and to grow learners into global digital citizens. These skills can be thoughtfully integrated into existing lessons and activities to reinforce their importance throughout the school year. Digital citizenship skills ensure that learners are prepared to engage and discuss topics like online privacy, their digital footprint, and connecting with diverse peers in appropriate ways. These skills help build learner capacity to engage responsibly, meaningfully, and confidently in the digital world. Join me to learn more about how Microsoft supports empowering every learner to become good digital citizens.
Alright. So marami tayong mga narinig, no? Marami tayong mga narinig na mga powerful words doon sa video na yun. Number one, digital citizenship. Number two, online safety. Number three, digital footprint. Ano tong mga to? No? At yung pinaka-importante sa aking sinabi doon sa video is we as educators, we as teachers, we are the ones who bridge the gap, no, between the learners not knowing digital citizenship and the learners na alam na yung digital citizenship. So yun yung binibridge natin, no? The absence of knowledge about digital citizenship and the presence of knowledge about digital citizenship. We are in the middle. We are bridging, no? We provide, no, or we act as a bridge, no, to remove the gap, no, of ignorance among our students. But how can we do that, no? How can we do that if we as teachers lack knowledge about digital citizenship? Ang alam natin sa digital citizenship, responsible o kaya cautious o kaya ano ba yung mga sinabi niyong words kanina, effective and efficient, but how do we actually know, no, the concepts about digital citizenship? All right, sige. So kayo po, what can you do as a teacher to be a good digital citizen? No? Maraming mga bagay, marami pong mga traits, no, on how you can be a good digital citizen, no? But we will focus on the five most important um, uh, traits, no, on how to become a good digital citizen, no? And in the perspective ito of a teacher. So, number one, the golden rule. Number two, don't spread disinformation and misinformation. Mamaya i-define natin anong pagkakaiba ng disinformation and misinformation. No? Actually, yung dalawang yan, isa lang naman ang ibig sabihin yan. Fake news. Fake news. But how do we define disinformation and misinformation? Okay? Number three, keep personal information private. Online privacy. Alright? Number four, standing up to cyberbullying. Sometimes as teachers, it's difficult for us, no, to witness a cyberbullying. But it affects more on the victim of the cyberbullying. Feeling natin normal na lang na nagbibiroan online, but it's actually a form of cyberbullying and it affects the victim. And number five, thinking about the future. Ito yung tinatawag nating digital footprint. Okay? Sige. So, the golden rule, no? The golden rule will always be the golden rule, no? So the traditional golden rule is as true online as it is in real life. Treat people the way you hope to be treated. Do unto others what you don't want to do unto you. Right? So yun yung ano natin, yun yung ating golden rule. So even though other people don't use manners online, you can, no. So This happens in real life. I mean, we believe on this in real life. Kung ano yung ayaw mong gawin sa'yo, wag mong gawin sa iba. And ito pa rin ay totoo online, no? Kung ayaw mong pinopost ang Facebook mo habang natutulog ka, dapat definitely hindi ka rin nagpo-post ng mga picture ng mga kaibigan mo habang natutulog sila. So sample lang 'yon, no? So because sometimes um yun yung mga isa sa mga sinasabi ng mga students na ginagawa sa kanila. Kung ayaw mo na, let's say, makatanggap ng mga hate messages or makakomment ng hate messages, huwag ka rin magpa-comment ng hate messages. Alright? So that's number one, the golden rule. Okay. Second, eto na, don't spread disinformation and misinformation. First point is to make sure our children know how to discern whether information online is true or false and teach them to be skeptical of what they read online. Kayo po ba as a teacher, do we do research? No, na-further research po ba tayo para malaman if something is true or not? Okay, so I hope you engage with me, no, on the comment section. Kayo po ba, kapag may nakita po ba kayong information online, do you further conduct research about it? Not really a full-fledged research, of course, but do you fact check yung tinatawag natin? Do you check your facts? No? Because any facts can be real or not, because those are facts. Okay? Sinabi kong it may be real, it may be not, because some facts are fabricated. Okay, sabi ni Ma'am Rebecca Ramos, of course, for accuracy. Sabi ni Miss Marites, I read info from reputable resources, especially about news. No? Yan. So, thank you so much, Ma'am Marites and Ma'am Rebecca. It's important for our role as a teacher. We are the first one who knows how to check if information is true or false. So, second, let children know that passing on, sharing false information is as bad as telling a lie, even if your son or daughter did so unknowingly. Importante that our students nowadays, no, especially lalong-lalo na yung mga anak natin, pamangkin natin, no, that if they share false information, that is tantamount to saying a lie. And sabi nga ng isang famous journalist, I don't wanna mention her name, but you can Google her. A lie told a million times becomes a fact. No? A lie told a million times becomes a fact. So, ang isang kasinungalingan na sasabihin mo ng napakadaming beses, no? Napakaraming beses, nagiging katotohanan na siya. Because a lot of people are believing on that lie, alright? And that, and because they believe that lie, at marami na silang naniniwala doon sa kasinungalingan na yun, isipin na nila yun na yung katotohanan, and they don't believe na doon sa real scenario, no? Or doon sa true news. Okay? Third point, fake news can destroy a person's reputation, and it isn't something we should take lightly. Nowadays sa bansa natin in the Philippines, no, ito yung pinakamadaling way, no, para siraan, manira ng isang tao by spreading fake news. This can be shared by real people. This can be shared by computer technology, yung tinatawag nating bots, no? Yung mga bots, yan yung computer program that will automatically like, share, comment a particular post, no, sa social media. Dahil, well, sa atin, sometimes, naniniwala tayo na kung ang isang post maraming like, maraming share, maraming comment, totoo yon. O kaya maraming naniniwala doon. But bots can do that. You can Google that, no? You can search that. All right? The technology of bots. All right? So, fake news, of course, is easy to fabricate, is easy to do because of the technology that is present nowadays. Now, how do we define disinformation and misinformation? Sige nga po. Any idea, anyone from you who can give me initial ideas on the difference between disinformation and misinformation? Sige nga po, may I know from our audience? Sige po, wait ko po kayo to give me your thoughts about disinformation and misinformation. Let me just read your comments sa mga magbibigay ng kanilang ideas. I'm waiting. Baka kasi may na-attendan na kayo um, na session. Okay? And sige, any idea? Sabi nila false information, rumors. Sige. I'm opening another gadget so that I can see I can see your comments. Okay. Ayan, baka sabihin niyo, anong ginagawa nito ni Sir? Ba't nakatingin sa ibaba? Okay. Sabi ni Ma'am Marites, misinformation, incorrect information, disinformation, black propaganda. Thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Marites. Sabi ni Ma'am and the sources are not reliable. Alright. So, disinformation and misinformation. Misinformation muna tayo kasi yan yung madali lang. No? You are misinformed or you have misinformation. If the facts provided to you, you believe on that. The lies or the fake news available or that you see online, you believe it. No? Meaning, misinformed ka lang. Alright? Kasi mukhang reputable yung Facebook page na nakita mo. Then yung pagkakagawa ng poster parang totoo. Uso ngayon yung gagawa sila ng quote card, no? Ano yung quote card? Yun yung may picture ng isang tao, tapos maglalagay siya doon ng quotes as if sinabi yun ng taong yun. Pero in fact, that is fabricated. Alright? So yun yung misinformation. Yung dahil nakakita ka ng isang poster o kaya ng isang information online, at maganda yung pagkakagawa nito, maraming mga like, maraming mga share, maraming mga comments, naniwala ka na doon sa information na yun. Therefore, you are misinformed. Okay? You are misinformed. Misinformed ka lang. Alright? Misinformed ka lang. Ang kailangan mo na lang gawin is to fact check. To check if that is true or not. Alright? So that yung misinformation mo, alright, ma-remove yung miss. You are now informed. Okay? Yung disinformation naman is the act or the technology of intentionally spreading fake news. Alright? Ibig sabihin may intention. Ibig sabihin may purpose. Ibig sabihin merong motibo, may motive to disinform people. Alright? Now, it's difficult for me to say examples nowadays because again, I might go to the politics side of our country. But we can see naman, we can see both sides. No? I'm not taking any sides. That there are chances, no? There are chances of these people spreading this information, no? Mas madalas nga lang yung isang side o kaya or mas konti yung side whether whatever you believe in. All right. So, disinformation is the intentional intentional sharing, okay, intentional spreading of fake news, no, to disinform people and shift their ideas and their shift their belief. Okay, ayan. So, I would like to stop my presentation for a while and bigla ko lang din kasing naalala, no, that there is a concept, no, a concept called CRAAP or CRAAP. All right. So CRAAP is the process of evaluating a particular information. Sorry, I wasn't able to add this to my slide, but yeah, I want to focus on this ngayon. No, CRAAP is actually the technology or a concept on how to evaluate information, whether you see it um, in various technology platforms or kahit yung nababasa mo lang on physical papers. Letter C is the currency, the timeliness of the information. You have to check or you have to teach your learners to check, no, when was the information published or posted, is this revised or updated, di ba nga siguro may mga English and Filipino teachers tayo ngayon ng mga school paper advisors. Kapag meron kang pagkakamali sa article mo, no, maglalabas ka ng erratum, tama po ba? Alright, maglalabas ka ng erratum. Ibig sabihin, you are accepting that there was a mistake in the previous article, kaya naglalabas ka ng erratum. Okay? Ayan. Second, to check currency, does your topic require current information or will older sources work as well? Okay? 'Di ba halimbawa sa mga sabi nga yung mga research teachers naman natin diyan. Is it important that the data being used by your students in their research are current data or pwede namang mga old data because that is the data na anyways. That is a relevant data naman, no? Ayan. So, currency is one way to check or to evaluate, no? To evaluate information. Now, letter R, relevance. The importance of the information for your needs. Okay? So, does the information relate to your topic or answer your question? Who is the intended audience and appropriate level? Letter A, authority, the source of the information. Ito, no? Ito yung napaka questionable nowadays. Yung bang mga videos na pinapanood natin online, yung bang mga Facebook video, mga YouTube video ay galing sa reputable authority or reputable person. Alright? Ito bang pinapakinggan nating tao online has a long history of reputation? Alright? Has a long history of reputation. Ito ba may bias or wala? Well, of course, lahat ng tao have their own personal biases. Alright? We cannot remove a person of his or her own bias. Alright? But ito bang tao na to can set aside his or her bias to make his or her purpose of informing people objective as much as possible? So, dapat may authority siya. No? Letter A, the accuracy, the reliability, truthfulness, and the correctness of the content. So, ito ba, saan to galing tong information na to? Is this information supported by evidence? Or mere opinion lang? Or mere editorial lang? Alright? Because those are things that are being done by a lot of vloggers nowadays. Okay? So, yung mga vloggers, okay? Vloggers mean video blogger. Okay? Ang root word is yung blog. Sinabi natin blog, that is personal experience, personal information, personal opinion. Okay? When you do blog, you are a blogger. But when you share your blog, your personal opinion, personal experiences through a video, you become a video blogger or vlogger. Yeah. Okay? So, yun yung ano natin ngayon, parang trivia. Alright? So, ito bang video blogger na to or vlogger na to supports his or her opinion by evidences? Because if yes, what he or she is telling may be a fact. Alright? But if it doesn't support, I mean, it doesn't, he or she doesn't have an evidence to support his or her claim, maybe that's an opinion, right? So accuracy must be checked. And letter P, lastly, purpose. The reason the information exists. Bakit ba natin yan ini-inform? Okay? Is it to uh, promote a particular candidate, promote a particular topic, or to distract a particular candidate and distract a particular topic? Okay? So the purpose should be understood. Okay? To evaluate a particular information. Right? So these five things, no, itong mga, at saka yung five points of evaluating an information. Also, yung mga question na nakalista in every topic should be used to evaluate a particular information that you can do online. Second, no? So itong CRA app, again, the first technology to evaluate information. The second, yung tinatawag nating pre-banking. Sorry if I just, sharing this to you. Okay? So ito yung 10 tips, no? 10 tips to debunk. Alright. To pre-bank. Pag sinabi nating debunk, no? Pag sinabi nating debunk, meron kang fake news na nakita online. Dinedebunk mo siya by presenting the real information or the correct information. That's debunking. Pero ano yung pre-bunking na tinatawag? Pre-bunking starts with identifying what to pre-bunk. Alam mo kung ano yung mga information na madaling pekein. Okay? Or alam mo yung mga katotohanan, mga history in the past na pinipeke na nowadays. Okay? So number one, figure out mo ano yung information na kailangan ng tao. And then choose your example carefully. Alright? Then, second stage is to design your statement or your pre-banking information. The third step is to wrap it in truth. Okay? Palibutan mo siya ng katotohanan. Palibutan mo yung statement mo ng katotohanan. Alright? Palibutan mo siya ng facts. Palibutan mo siya ng examples. Palibutan mo siya ng evidences. How to design it? Number 4, warn your audience. Okay? And of course, add some detail, draw out the tactic at play, and explain how you know what you know. Bakit mo alam yon? Okay? Bakit mo alam yon? Alright. And lastly, how and where to share. The statement, the pre-banking statement should be kept as simple as possible. Alright? Number 9, make them shareable. Okay? Siyempre, dapat madaling i-share, no? Make it public, especially if your post naman is supported by evidence. Hindi ka mahihiya. Okay? Ang mahihiya lang naman dyan, or kung hindi man mahihiya, may lakas lang ng loob na mag-share ng fake news. Okay? Yung may intention talagang magpakalat ng fake news. And lastly, find where your audience is and publish there. Okay? Nowadays, of course, ang mga tao nasa Facebook. So, sa Facebook siya kumakalat or mabilis kumalat. Ang problema ngayon, no? Ang problema ngayon sa Facebook, ang daming gumagamit kasi may mga tinatawag tayong free data na kahit wala kang data, makaka-access ka sa Facebook. Ang problem doon is dahil hindi mo nabubuksan yung photo o hindi mo nabapanood yung video, nag-rely ka na lang doon sa headline or doon sa text ng post na yon. Alright? Doon sa text ng post na yon. So hindi mo na further fact check. No? So yun yung problem natin sa Philippines. Dahil sa Facebook, binigyan tayo ng access to free data, okay? Mas madali tayong mag-share o madali yung mga tao mag-share ng mga fake news. Okay? Or mag-like just by, reading a particular post kahit hindi pa naman nila na-fact check. Alright? So yun yung dalawang way to treat this information or evaluate this information or misinformation online. Una, yung CRA app. Pangalawa, yung pre-banking. Right? Balik na ako sa aking slides. Second, keep personal information private. Responsible digital citizens don't share private information on Facebook or anywhere else. Sorry if I keep mentioning Facebook because of course it's the number one social platform on in the Philippines. So responsible digital citizen don't share private information. Hindi ka nagsishare ng mga private information mo. Remind them that the information they share online not only affects them but could affect their entire family. Halimbawa, hindi ka nga nagsishare ng um, hindi ka nga nagsishare sa Facebook ng birthday mo. Kasi yung birthday mo, madali yan. 'Di ba? Kapag tumatawag kayo sa mga telco ngayon, let's say tumawag ka sa PNDT, tumawag ka sa Globe, tumawag ka sa bangko, tumawag ka anywhere, ang itatanong sa iyo, sir, for us to verify your identity, may I know your birthday? O sasabihin mo naman yung birthday mo, blah 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 blah. Okay? Sir, to verify your identity, may I know your mother's maiden name? Yung pangalan ng nanay sa pagkadalaga. Siyempre, madali naman sabihin ng hacker yan kasi titingnan niya lang yung Facebook mo. Nag-comment yung nanay mo sa Facebook mo o kaya yung nanay mo ay kausap mo sa Facebook, ganyan. Madali niyang makita yung pangalan niya. Okay? O yung pangalan ng mother mo. Alright? Sir, to further verify your information or your identity, may we know your hometown or your birthplace? Sa Facebook mo din nakalagay kung saan ka pinanganak. Your birthplace mo, yung hometown mo. Okay? Ayan. So, on Facebook, madaling makuha yung mga ganong information. And sisisihin nila yung mga hackers bakit hinahack sila. When in fact, they are the ones who are sharing this information on their Facebook. Alright? Sir, hindi naman naka-share yung birthday ko sa birthday ko sa Facebook ko eh. Paano nila malalaman yung yung birthday ko o kaya yung year of birth ko? Sige. Halimbawa, nag-birthday ka kahapon, February 25. Alright? February 25, 2022. Okay? Tapos nakalagay dun sa Facebook mo, Happy 48th birthday. So ako as hacker, 2022 minus 48 years, 1974 ka pinanganak. So ang birthday mo, February 25, 1974. Hindi nga nakapost na ang birthday mo ay February 25, 1974, pero nakapost naman sa Facebook mo na Happy 48th birthday to me. Okay? O kaya yung mga balloons doon sa birthday mo nakalagay 48. Alright? So, those are simple things na akala natin walang effect sa atin. But in the mind of a hacker, in the mind of a hacker, this information are very, very helpful. These small details na um, na o-overlook natin ay helpful sa kanila or sa mga hackers. Alright? So, we should remind our students that the information, or we should remind ourselves that this information that we share online not only affects us, but could affect our entire family. Okay? Ayan. So, punta ako sa Facebook at I would like to show you that Facebook has a privacy checkup. Okay? A privacy checkup. Chat ko siya ngayon sa comment section hindi ko pala matcha-chat. Yeah. Pero I will chat it in the private chat, Sir Japet, and you can paste it in the public comments. Yeah. So itong privacy checkup na tinatawag, this is an easy way for you to check how the privacy settings of your Facebook account. Excuse me. So, eto marami siyang mga stages, no? Marami siyang mga stages. First, who can see what you share? Facebook will walk you through on the options to make sure your settings are right for you. So, continue. Dito, yung mga birthday mo, mga eskwelahan mo, email mo, you will be able to know kung sino yung makakakita. Yung friends mo ba? Public, friends, or only me. Okay? Ayan. Dito sa how to keep your account secure, dito if i-check niya how strong your password is, no? So if your password is easy to guess, you must change your password. Next, ang Facebook ko meron siyang two-factor authentication. Okay? Ibig sabihin, if magla-login ako sa isang bagong laptop or bagong cellphone, hindi ito makaka-login kapag hindi siya nag-text ng 6 numbers o yung two-factor authentication code, okay, sa akin, sa number ko. Okay? And also, that is a warning for me na kapag merong isang hacker na nagtatry pumasok sa Facebook ko, okay, magto-notify ang phone ko na may nasend sa akin code. So, kung may nasend sa akin code at hindi naman ako nag-login sa bagong device, ibig sabihin, merong nagtatry pumasok sa aking chat box. I mean, sa aking Facebook. Alright? So, there are others, no? Ayan, how people can find you on Facebook. Ito. So, sino yung mga pwede mag-send sa'yo ng friend request? Everyone ba? Friends or friends? Okay? Ayan. So, your data settings on Facebook, nandito yung mga mga applications na pwede na nakaka-access sa phone mo. Okay? Then your ad preferences on Facebook. Alright. So, um, by going through the privacy checkup, tayong lahat nagpapa-check up tayo. Alright? Nagpapa-check up tayo. Okay? To make sure we are healthy. Now, it's important that your Facebook as well get their checkup to make sure that your information are healthy as well. Okay? And so go to facebook.com/privacy/checkup, right? To make sure that your information will undergo its, preventive maintenance or checkup. Okay? Sige. Balik na ako sa aking presentation. Ayan. So ito yung mga mga tips, no? So keep your personal details private, use a nickname instead of your real name, and always ask your parents before giving out your name, address, or phone number online. No? Do not share your username or password with anyone. Of course, that's obvious. Maraming mga teachers yung ibibigay ko na lang muna sa iyo yung email at password ko para pag nakalimutan ko, ikaw na magpaalala sa akin. Okay, itatanong ko sa iyo. Okay? Think before you post because anything that is posted, it can be difficult to remove. Eh sir, dinilit ko na nga eh. Bakit pa siya difficult to remove? Anyone can take a screenshot of your post. At ang tawag doon ngayon ay resibo. Okay? So anyone can take a screenshot of their post at that can be evidence against you. So do not post things that you don't want others to know about or that you wouldn't say to their face. So kung ayaw mo naman sabihin ng isang bagay sa harap ng tao, bakit sasabihin mo online? Okay? Lastly, be respectful of others people's content that you post or share. For example, a photo that your friend took is their property, not yours. So of course, sabi nga nila, sabi nga nung iba, wall ko to. Pwede kong i-post dito ang kahit ano. Yes, of course, that is your wall. But the wall that you are pertaining to is the same wall that I am using. The same wall that I visit to know about you or to check up on you whether you are okay or not. Okay? So kahit wall mo yan, that reflects you, that reflects your personality, that may affect, no, So that may affect the kind of relationship that we have. Okay? Ayan. Pang-apat, stand up to cyberbullying. No? Of course, we all know what bullying is. What bullying means. No? Nakikita natin yan sa physical world. No? Sa real world. Okay? And it's now being done more frequently because it can now be done online or yung tinatawag nating cyberbullying. Okay? So cyberbullying has become one of the most pervasive problems facing kids and teens online today. Especially nga that all of us are now engaged in an online teaching and learning world. For adults, it can be hard to see when cyberbullying is happening because we don't know sometimes, diba, the words being used by the kids and teens today, hindi naman natin alam yung mga words na yun. So we don't know if that word is actually a word to cyberbully a particular classmate or particular person. Okay? So kids are more likely to see the abuse because it's happening with their social network. So alam ng mga bata yan, if yung classmate nila ay nasa cyberbully, gamit ang isang word o isang salita na hindi natin alam as an adult. Alright? Next, if students see cyberbullying occurring on Facebook or anywhere else online, they should tell a member of the school faculty or even someone older than them so that that person can take action on it. So, importante, no? That the learners, especially those who are victims of cyberbullying, knows how to act, no? How to act when they receive cyberbullying. All right. And then, lastly, thinking about the future, no? One of the great things about being online is the ability to share videos and photos. Sino bang hindi mahilig mag-share ng photo at video? Okay, especially with friends, no? Kapag pumunta ka sa isang lugar na first time mo marating, of course, we will take a photo and video of that, no? At ipapaalam natin sa buong mundo on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter that we are here. Okay? And it's okay, no? It's okay. Wala tayong sinasabing mali yun. Okay? However, you should know that everything you post online combines to make your digital footprint. Okay? Combines your digital footprint. Anong ibig sabihin nito? If mag-post ka, particularly, let's say, on a particular candidate, on a particular person, or particular place, online, after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, when things have changed and your belief has changed, wala ka ng chance na mabura mo pa yung post mo. Okay, although kung may chance kang mabura. But again, you are not sure if anyone from your friends have taken a photo, a screenshot of that. Okay? Ayan. O kaya, sa mga ito yung mga sinasabi ko sa mga student teachers, no? Kasi, syempre, yung mga student teacher na yan yung mga kaka-high school lang, kaka-college lang. Ayan. At in one of their posts, nakapag-share sila of themselves wearing a bikini. Okay? Or wearing a particular post na hindi pang teacher o pang educator. Alright? And kapag sila ay naging teacher na at hindi pala nila nabura yung post na yon, okay, that definitely may affect the perception ng kanilang mga learners sa kanila. Okay? So remember that what we share with our friends may also be viewed by people we don't know. And once it's online, it could be there forever. Alright? Kahit burahin mo siya, any pictures can be downloaded, any videos can be downloaded, anything that is posted can be captured through a screenshot. So that serves your digital footprint. So digital footprint Unlike yung totoong footprint sa dagat na nawawash out ng tubig or ng wave, digital footprint is difficult to be removed or to be cleansed. Alright? Ayan. So, those are the five, again, those are the five ways on how we can advocate digital citizenship among ourselves and among our learners. Okay? Now, I want to show this video on how you as an educator can take digital citizenship beyond monitoring to mentoring. Okay? No? So, pag sinabi nating monitoring, wala, nandyan lang tayo, inaabangan lang natin yung mga learners natin to make mistakes. Okay? But how do we become proactive and mentor our kids, our learners, no, to become digital citizens?
We got to moderate a Minecraft EDU session as a mother and son, and all these teachers came, and you were like so surprised because did you get to use Minecraft at home? I mean, you get to use it at home. At school, do you get to use it at school? No. And how are these teachers using it?
They're using it for like teaching every single subject and language learning.
Yeah, there was a language teacher, a high school language teacher, and the talk about like using Minecraft to teach a content, but also to embed digital citizenship. And so that language teacher during that chat was talking about not only are students learning how to build language, they're learning how to build community. And that's not then having digital citizenship as an add-on to the curriculum. I mean, that's really embedded into it.
I think if we let it, and if we embrace technology and we embrace information and media literacy, that we'll be better as teachers and our students will be better learners and better citizens.
Going from monitoring to mentoring and, really changing the narrative and the conversation about what to avoid, because that's really a lot of the conversation happening in schools. Don't do this, don't do that. And we're really focused on what to encourage in that positive aspect.
So I think one of the first steps we could take is just to start observing what's out there. What are you consuming? And not to put anything off limits, like are you on Snapchat? Are you on Instagram? That's a powerful form of communication that the kids are doing right now. And so part of what we need to be able to do is take what they're doing in their own lives and bring that into the classroom rather than try to block that out and pretend it doesn't exist.
You don't have to be an expert in anything. You just have to have this mindset that I'm a co-learner and this is just a great opportunity that we get to do together.
All right. So as a teacher, we are not just the teacher of our learners, no? We coexist. Pagdating online, we coexist with our learners, no? So pag sinabi natin coexist, we are on equal footing, no? So we should be the ones who are guiding them, no, on how to become a better digital citizen. So pag sinabi natin digital citizen, first, I am inclusive. Pag sinabi natin inclusive, I engage with others online with respect and empathy. Okay? I am informed. I evaluate the accuracy, perspective, and the validity of online information. I am engaged. I use technology for civic engagements and to be a force for good. I am balanced. No? I prioritize my time and activities online and offline. And I am alert. I know how to be safe online and create safe spaces for others. So these are the things you can print, you can post, no, or you can share to your learners to advocate, no, how to become good digital citizens. Okay. Now, I would like to go to the second part of my presentation. So, or my session. So, yung kanina, those are just concepts, theories about digital citizenship, how to advocate for those, no, in a real life scenario. But now, I would like to share to you, I would like to present to you the resources that you can use as a teachers, no, as teacher, if you want to integrate digital citizenship among your learners. So first, ito, the 9 resources for teaching digital citizenship presented by the ISTE. So ISTE is the International Society for Teacher uh, uh, Educators. No? Um, so this can be a very good resources for you if you want to teach digital citizenship among your learners. So the first one is an infographic of I am a digital citizen. Yun yung pinakita ko kanina, that I am. Okay? So you can print this and send this to your chats or groups. So we sometimes don't kasi pag tinuro natin yung digital citizenship, it can be just a 1 hour to 2 hour session. But it should be more than that, no? But we don't teach digital citizenship. We must embed it. Okay? In our lessons in English, in science, in Filipino, in MAPE, in Araling Panlipunan most especially, no? Ine-embed natin yung yung concepts ng digital citizenship. Third, you help students take ownership of their digital lives. Nandiyan yung mga tips. So, on number 4, you can see digital citizenship in action. 7 tips and 1 activity to help students interact respectfully online. Ayan, so number 6, what prevention science tells us about cyberbullying, a new twist on cyberbullying, teach digital citizenship all year, every year, teaching fact versus fiction. So this resource that I will chat in our chat box is something that you can use, no? That you can use or share to use in your classes. Okay? O kaya search nyo na lang ISTE 9 resources for teaching digital citizenship. Okay. So um, yun yung international. Okay? Next, meron si Facebook na tinatawag na Digital Tayo Teachers Course Packs. Ito ay something na ginawa para sa mga Filipino teachers. So ito, pag pumunta kayo dito, pag sinearch nyo Digital Tayo, okay? So, ang ano nila is ang tagline nila or ang theme nila, a better digital world starts with us. So nandito yung definition ng digital citizenship, mga partners, steering committee, mga modules, no? Meron digital engagement at may digital empowerment. Okay? But ang pinaka-importante dito, pag pumunta ka sa resource guides at clinic mo yung teacher's course packs, okay? Dito mo makikita yung course packs na pwede mong gamitin to integrate, no? In your classes. So, meron diyang program introduction and how to use the Digital Tayo Teachers Course Pack. So, meron ditong mga packs o mga lesson plans on how, let's say, may mga activity guides din on activity guide about netiquette. So, PDF na to, PDF na to. Okay? At meron na rin tong lesson plan on how you can integrate this in your class. Okay? Ayan. So, this is made by Facebook Philippines for Filipino teachers. Itong digital tayo. Alright? Ayan. Alright? Next, meron tayong tinatawag na Be Internet Awesome Be Internet Awesome program. This is naman by Google, no? So itong Be Internet Awesome is a program to help kids be safe, confident explorers of the online world. Okay? Ito yung favorite topic ko kapag nagtutalk ako ng digital citizenship about for learners. So ano ba ang importante nito? Let me play this video.
Would be like without internet today. I couldn't imagine what the world would be like without internet today. It'd be nothing but chaos.
I try to prepare him for the real world. I'm not with him 24/7, so I can't protect him all the time, can I?
Kids are inherently curious. And on the internet, there's so much knowledge and information that I need to make sure that as an educator that I'm teaching them the skills that they need to start to look for themselves. The Be Internet Awesome program is designed to teach students in a fun way how to be safe online. You're on a web page and you see a button that says click here and you could win $1 million. What do you think would happen? Yeah, Matthew.
Get scammed.
Maybe you'd get scammed. Ethan.
Whatever you're on could get a virus.
What do you do if someone you don't know tries to follow you?
I block them because I have a private account.
Excellent.
We are about to journey into a place that's called Interland to learn how to be internet awesome.
Yes. 100 points! Good job, Zaire. All right. You got it.
What they do online now is something that's going to follow them for the rest of their lives. The lessons we're doing and the activities that we're doing in the classroom are making an impact. They are developing the skills that they need in order to be able to keep themselves safe online.
Looks like it'd be real.
It's fake, because look
fake,
how
huh?
internet is spelled.
Then I would have got fish one.
Nowadays, the internet is the way people see you. Anybody can post anything on the internet, and sometimes those things that they post are not okay. Be respectful to others. If somebody gets hurt, try to help them. If you come across something that's either inappropriate or like bullying or just anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, you should tell somebody. Be internet awesome.
Alright, so that is Be Internet Awesome. So papakita ko po sa inyo yung mga resources na pwede po ninyong gamitin for Be Internet Awesome. For educators, you just have to click Educators. Ayan. So, nandito po yung seal of alignment ng ISTE. Okay, and then nandito po yung mga ready to teach Google Slides. So, pag pinunta nyo po yan, nandito na po yung mga slides na pwede po ninyong gamitin as teacher to teach digital citizenship or digital safety. So sample po, itong share with care, don't fall for fake, secure your secrets, it's cool to be kind, and when in doubt, talk it out. So ang kagandahan po dito, ready na yung mga slides nila. So let's say for example, itong slide na to, okay. So, ayan. So, nandito na yung mga lesson goals, yan, activity. So, maganda na yung pagkakagawa sa kanya. Ready to teach na siya. Okay? So, maganda gamitin siya sa mga learners natin. Another, yung don't fall for fake. Let's say, ito, is that really true? So, ayan po. So, again, no, marami na ditong mga topics na pwede ninyong gamitin. Okay. Sorry, lobat. Alright. Pwede po ninyong gamitin for your class. Okay. So, again, ito pong Be Internet Awesome is divided into 5. Okay. Be Internet Smart, ito yung pag-share ng tamang information. Be Internet Alert, ito po yung pag-avoid sa mga red flags, no? Yung pag-avoid sa mga scams or mga fake online. Yung Be Internet Strong, yung pag-secure ng mga secrets natin. Meron din ditong lesson on how to build a great password. So, tuturuan yung mga bata how to build a great password. Be Internet Kind, ito yung sa pagiging kind online, okay? And then Be Internet Brave, how do we become brave enough, no, to fight cyberbullies, okay? And how to report, no, ang ina-advocate dito is how to report if online abuses, no? So maganda po ito. Then aside for interactive slides, meron po dito sa mga printable classroom activities. So ito, maganda rin ito. You can, yung mga pwede yung mga i-print, no? Kung kayo ay mag-distribute ng mga offline printouts. Okay? Next, meron ditong mga internet safety tips na pwede nyong i-print, ilagay sa inyong mga classrooms. Ayan, tip number 1, tip number 5. Ayan, so bawat area may mga tips pwede nyong i-print, ilagay sa mga hallways to help learners become internet awesome. Ayan, may mga lesson poster, may interland for Google Classroom. Okay? Mga limited mga lesson poster, certificate and badges, mga coloring book para sa mga kids, no? Sa mga young kids. Ayan. So aside from, coloring books, meron ding mga topics sa gilid, no? Na pwede nyo habang tinuturuan yung mga bata, no? Or habang binibigyan sila ng time to color this out, natututunan nila yung iba't ibang topic. So really, these resources from Google are very much helpful for your activities. At nakita natin sa video kanina, no? So this should be not just between a teacher and the learner. It must start from home. Okay? So magsisimula siya dapat sa kanilang bawat tahanan. So again, just Google nyo, Be Internet Awesome, makikita nyo na yung mga resources about that. And of course, kung kayo po ay mahilig sa mga MOOC or Massive Open Online Course, you can sign up sa Microsoft Education Center. So search nyo lang, Microsoft Education Center, gawa kayo ng account. Tapos meron dito silang online course na Digital Citizenship, Prepare Today's Learners for Online Successes. Ang ano nila, around 50 minutes yung kanilang time. So let's say that I will go to the introduction, no? Ito yung learning objectives. Tapos next na tayo. Meron ditong definition of digital citizenship. May mga points din yan, parang games. Ayan. So you can watch this video. You can read this content. Basahin nyo. Be online, be public, be personal, be respectful, be perceptive. Next. Be online. Ayan. So be public. 70% of employers say they check social media as screening method before hiring an applicant. Yan, so maganda siya, no? Kung wala po kayong ginagawa, pwede po kayo mag-take nitong online course na to. Pakita ko lang sa inyo anong mangyayari at the end of the course. Teacher takeaways, blah, 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 blah. Then may knowledge check. What is the main idea of digital citizenship? Learners are taught to only interact in a respectful way. In the physical world, learners can act differently, so that's wrong. Learners are taught to interact in a respectful way in the digital world just as they are taught to interact respectfully in the physical world. Okay? Yeah. What does a responsible online learner know? How to set boundaries and be mindful of time spent online. The more time spent online, the better. So that's wrong. The interacting online responsibly does not require. So ito po siya, yung first answer. So 5 items lang ito, I think. Which of the following is a characteristic of a digital footprint? A digital footprint can usually be deleted, updated, or changed easily. A digital footprint does not shape others' perception. A digital footprint is an online process that is not easily forgotten and may have negative implications in the future. Educators play a vital role in helping learners become familiar with basics of copyright and fair use. This is done by following which of these strategies. Allow learners to plagiarize digital content. That's wrong. Teach learners the difference between citations and attributions and using each appropriately. Teach learners to interact with resources without the regard of ownership of digital content. So the second is the correct one. Information literacy is a set of skills needed to find, retrieve, analyze, and use information. Today's learners must be competent in these skills and carry out each of these tasks. Evaluation sources for bias, identify misinformation, avoid schemes, and understand multiple perspectives. Evaluate sources for bias and misinformation only. Evaluate sources in a manner that helps avoid phishing schemes only. So the first answer. Then, so tama ka. Congratulations. You gathered 400 XP. So ito yung summary, quick links, at unlock achievement. So congratulations. Keep it up. Browse to learn more about your interests. Okay? So yun, no? Marami kang mga modules na pwedeng explore dito, no? Sa website ni Microsoft, okay? To teach you, no? And pwede mo rin tong ipatake sa inyong mga learners. Okay? Ayan. So, again, this is Microsoft Educator Center or Microsoft Learn. Okay? Ayan. Sige. So, marami po mga pwede pong i-ano dyan. Alright. So, siguro for the rest of our time, we can answer some questions. Let's have an open forum. Sir Japet. Um, para naman we engage, no? Ayan. Hi, Sir Japet. Miss Ena.
All right, thank you so much po, Sir JD, no, for that some inputs or yung mga diniscuss niyo po sa amin. So, ngayon po, let us have some time lang po for discussion or para at least more on interactive po tayo, no. So, if ever meron po bang tanong yung mga teachers natin, yung mga audience po natin. So, please type it lang po sa comment section. Medyo mahaba pa naman po yung time. Any question po ba from our teachers?
Kayo, Miss Jape, Sir Jape and Miss Ena, do you have parang would like to clarify anything?
Apa. Actually, sa akin, sir, may mga tanong ako kaso nga lang parang mahirap po itanong dito dahil in public. Kasi po may mga questions ako in mind. Ayokong banggitin, sir, yung word kasi for sure, kagaya nga po ng nabanggit nyo kanina, we have different perspective kapag kadating po doon sa part na yun. So, ayoko siya itanong siya actually. Ayoko talaga siya itanong. So, si Miss Ena, any question? Miss Ena, do you have any question in mind? Or baka yung mga audience po natin, teachers, may mga question po ba sila? I think naka-mute ka, Miss Ena.
Hello, sorry, na-disconnect ata ako while I was talking. So, actually for the questions, wala naman, but I can totally relate. Pero this one is for the part of my parent kasi yung father ko sobrang mabilis maniwala sa fake news. Ayan.
I hear a lot of stories among our friends na that they are successful and sometimes not successful in helping adults realize fake news online. But again, I think one key element in making sure that these adults, or elders, yung mga elderly natin, ay ma-inform natin sa kanila is to provide them consistently with the facts and um, uh, real data. Kasi when you become consistent, again, they will eventually believe on that. Kasi kung once mo lang sila kausapin or rarely lang, then it would be difficult for us to convince them.
Actually, sir. So I believe that I agree with what Sir JD mentioned. Kasi again, may mga post or may mga news na hindi na updated. So if you if you can relate po doon sa mga nagto-throwback na nung post pa nung 2015 na akala ng mga parents or akala ng ilang mga citizen sa sa social media is yun yung pinaka-updated na news. Yan. So may mga ilan nga pong tao no na ilang beses na nabalita na namatay na, may mga ganun po, di ba?
Yes, totoo
So,
yan.
ayan, kagaya nila Mr. Bean, ayan, isa na yan sa mga sa mga nakikita kong balita na ilang beses na paulit-ulit. So, I agree with actually yun din yung nag-highlight or nagkaroon ng impact sa akin when it comes to discussion. Noong una pa lang, so about the yung fake news, so it has to be really updated din talaga, especially yung yung ibang mga citizen is talagang agad-agad naniniwala. So kailangan talaga tama and accurate yung na-research pa mismo yung mismong news na yun. Yan. So thank you for that. Salamat po for that, Sir JD. Sa ating mga teachers, meron tayong 53 audience po. So baka may mga questions po tayo. Sige po,
Or
wag po
kahit
tayong
anything na na-encounter nila while even browsing the Facebook. Ayan.
Ayan po, may nag-chat po si May Ann Duterte. Nakalagay po dito actually some of our students, particularly those who are in the elementary level, their social media accounts are still under the control of their parents. Ayan
All
po
right, I
yun.
think that's actually proper naman and correct that those younger kids actually, 'di ba nga ang Facebook nga you cannot create an account if you are below I think 18 years old.
18. Yes, sir. Yes po.
18. So yung mga bata para makapag-create sila ng Facebook account ay pinifake nila yung birth year nila. So that's very much wrong. And it's kudos to those parents na talagang binabantayan nila yung social media access ng kanilang pong mga anak. And again, I hope teachers, we will limit the social media interactions with our learners kasi social media platforms is not a good platform or is not the most proper platform, no, to connect with your learners. Marami tayong mga applications available online where we can feel na ito talaga ay pang educator at learner platform. We have Quipper, and then I think some of you have other applications na ginagamit to communicate with your learners. So dapat yun yung i-maximize natin. Iwasan natin gumamit ng social media with our learners kasi hindi yun proper, no? Hindi yun proper. And even nga yung kayo-kayo as teachers sa inyong eskwelahan, you should limit the social media access with your colleagues kasi number one, that's their personal account. And all of us, no, sometimes nagiging cause ng burnout natin is because nako-combine natin unintentionally yung social media natin with our work, no? So parang kahit weekend, chinachat ka kasi you are easily accessible. Kasi friends kayo sa Facebook, no? At kapag may ginawa ka, pinost mo sa Facebook, alam mo yon, parang people or your colleagues will judge you or will misinterpret anything that you post, and that may affect the professional relationship that you might have. So again, limit natin yung social media access natin with our colleagues and most especially with our learners.
Yes, I agree po. So actually, no, I can somehow relate dun sa binanggit ni Sir JD about dun sa kapag nag-create ka na account sa Facebook, it really has to be, dapat nasa 18 na yung age mo. So before po kasi, just to be honest with you, so before, nung when I was, I think, grade 6, so before, nag-create ako ng Facebook na, siyempre, bata pa ako nun, so I really have to edit the age, no? So kasi required din yun ilagay nun that time. So sa akin din, somehow guilty ako doon. And I really appreciate po yung na-open po ni Teacher May Ann Duterte, no? So yung nabanggit po niya na there are some elementary students na merong guidance ng kanilang mga parents. So that's actually very wise move po, especially sa mga parents natin. Kasi marami ding news ngayon na napakadali pong i-share. 'Di po ba? Even this platform na ginagamit natin ngayon sa Facebook, itong mismong webinar series natin is napakadaling i-share. So one click lang spread na talaga yung news sa ibang mga tao. So, especially ngayong pandemic, dito po naka-focus karamihan sa mga tao, no? Social media po talaga. Yan. So, any inputs pa po, teachers and administrators? Sige po, feel free lang po to comment sa ating comment section. Or baka I think wala na rin silang questions. Check ko lang po Ayan, so I think wala na rin silang questions, ano? So, Sir JD, is there any additional po before we end, I think, our webinar for this morning?
Yeah, siguro gusto ko lang din i-emphasize sa ating pong mga teachers na digital citizenship, yes, it's a concept, but it has competencies that may be used, no? Siguro last ko na itong i-share, wag na kayong umalis. Samahan nyo na lang ako, Miss Ena
Sige
and Sir
po, no
Japet.
problem po.
Let me share to you. Wait, let me just open up that account. So, of course, our our teachers, no, our teachers dito ay gumagamit din naman ng mga competencies na provided by DepEd. So I would like to share that you can actually, ayan, pa-add na lang ng aking
Sige po, add ko na
screen.
lang.
That there are available Be Internet Awesome Curriculum, yung shinare ko kanina na curriculum ni Google sa Be Internet Awesome na align sa DepEd Curriculum Guide, no? So you can go over this, maybe I can share this to you, and then so align siya sa edukasyon sa pagpapakatao, sa EPP, NTLE, sa Araling Panlipunan, sa sa pinakamaraming Araling Panlipunan, we have English. Ayan. So, yon, no? So, very much aligned siya with the digital, yung Be Internet Awesome curriculum sa curriculum ni DepEd. So, ito ay signed by Director 4 of the Bureau of Curriculum Development, Director Jocelyn Andaya. So, this is very much helpful for your teachers. I can I can share the link sa ating comment section para you are free to read that, no? Siguro pwedeng i-paste na lang ng ating moderators tong link sa public comment section.
Yes po.
Okay? So, again, mga teachers, tayo po ay nilulook up ng ating pong mga learners, no? In various reasons, no? So, of course, as a teacher, but outside the physical world ng ating pong pagtuturo, tinitingnan din po nila tayo, no? Online. Alam po natin yan, no? Our learners have access to our social media platforms, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, they can find a way to find you. So whatever you post online will definitely change the perception of your learners about you. So dapat tinuturuan na tayo po ay nag-act din as a very good digital citizen. As well as teach our learners how to become good digital citizens, no? Ayan. So with that, maraming salamat po sa mga teachers na nakasama po natin ngayong umaga. Ayan. So good morning and God bless us all. Thank you, Sir Japet, and thank you, Miss N.
Alright. So maraming salamat po ulit sa inyo, no, Sir JD. So actually, we really learned a lot sa mga binanggit po ninyo or na-discuss ninyo kanina. So share ko lang po ulit yung screen ko. Ayan. So again, marami pong salamat, Sir JD, no? So talagang marami pong natutunan ang lahat sa atin. So kindly give Sir JD a round of applause po. Virtual clap po. po teachers sa ating comment section. So maraming teachers din na very thankful sa mga nabanggit po ni Sir JD for this morning. Alright, so maraming salamat po. So before po tayo mag-end ng ating session, ito po yung lagi namin binabanggit as part of our practice. So we have our evaluation form. Alam na yan ng mga teachers natin, lagi po kami nagpapa-evaluate every time na matatapos yung session, kapag training, kapag mga webinar. So kindly click the link po, nakalagay po yan sa ating comment section. So tinay po yan ng ating person in charge sa Clipper NCR page. So kindly click po yung link, then answer na lang po ng evaluation po natin before po tayo mag-end. And of course, di po mawawala, no? We also have awarding of the certificate of recognition po para sa ating speaker. So Miss Ena, the floor is yours po.
Thank you very much po, Sir Japet. So again, dear teachers, we would like to hear a lot from you, your comments and suggestions para po naman kung ano po yung gusto nating matakal for our next webinar. So for our awarding of Certificate of Recognition, so we would like to award the Certificate of Recognition to Sir John Darrell S. Mercado. So thank you very much po, sir, for his valuable contribution as a speaker in Clipper NCR's regional webinar entitled Digital Citizenship Webinar. So given on the 26th day of February 2022, signed by our Global Division Director of the Quipper, Sir Yuki Naotori. So thank you very much, sir, for once again being with us this morning for the webinar po.
Alright, maraming salamat po Sir JD. And before ko po i-end or yung i-end natin yung live stream, no, gusto ko lang po ulit kayo invite for our session this afternoon. So we still have second session po for our parents. So for our administrators po, lang po ayan. So for our administrators po and teachers, feel free to invite yung mga mommies and daddies naman. So alam ko marami tayong natutunan for this morning, and of course we really want to share our learnings for our not just for our students but even for the parents po. So feel free to visit our NCR page. Ayan po. Again, nandiyan lang din po yan yung mga updates, yung mga webinar series natin. Then mamaya po 2 to 4 PM po. Ayan. So yan naman po yung session for our parents. So again, it's entitled Digital Citizenship in the New Normal pa rin po. Alright, so again, maraming salamat po sa ating mga teachers na umattend. Maraming salamat po sa mga administrators. Happy lunch po sa inyong lahat. Again, this is your host, Sir Japet Marcaida, the Support Officer of Quipper.
And I'm Patricia Enaching, or you can call me Ena po, a support officer din from Clipper NCR. Reminding po namin na sana po i-like niyo po yung amin pong Facebook page to follow po yung more updates on about Clipper po. Thank you very much po, dear teachers, and happy weekend po sa inyong lahat.
Yes po. Happy weekend po and happy lunch po sa lahat ng mga teachers. Hope to see you po mamaya 2 PM to 4 PM para po sa mga parents. Thank you.
Thank you very much po.